funky beat. Sun is shining, Rachel brings the heat. Wake up CEO, we're on repeat. Chicago, Sun Up City on the go. Rachel L. Gary on the radio. Tune in quick, hear the power flow. Wake up CEO, it's your daily show. Wake up, start the day with Seal. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. From the Windy City, bringing major vibes. Rachel on the mic, keeping lives revived. Radio Chicago, where dreams arise. Wake up CEO to the skies. No more snooze button, no more delay. Rachel's voice making waves today. Feel the energy Chicago way. Wake up CEO, rise and sway. Wake up, start the day with Seal. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Wake up, start the day with Seal. Hey, Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill.
This is Dr. Carolyn Stephens, the CEO of the BHC Media Group. And when you are looking for a strategy for self-leadership, get aligned with Wake Up CEO with host Rachel L. Gary every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
You know what time it is? Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary in the building. Wake up, CEO, let's go! Wake up, go Sam, set that tone. Wake up, every step you take, you claim that throne. Wake up, no more doubt, no time to stall. Wake up, boss up now, go get it all. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, I ain't waiting, now I go and take it. Built this from the ground, no way they break it. Consistency, my secret, watch me make it. Got that boss talk, now I ain't faking no. Lost, set the goal, now I'm grabbing the goal. And put in the work, now I'm taking control. The vision so clear, yeah, I already know. Every step I take, I'm ready to blow. Wake up, set that tone. Every step you take, you claim that throne. No more doubt, no time to stall. You boss up now, go get it all. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. No handouts, yeah, I made my way. Built my brand, now I paid my lane. I turn my losses into lessons. Now my grind got no recession. Yeah, they talk about chance, but I make my own. Yeah, I ain't waiting for fate, got a future to own. Yeah, every setback, just part of the game, game. But now I'm up, and they know my name. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. Success so sexy, put the work in, flexy. Late nights, no rest, but now my vision's hefty. They doubted, they laughed, now they watch from the back. Cause I turned every dream into bricks that stack. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, go get it all. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary taking you to the top. Boss up.
Hey there, hey there, hey there, CEOs. Welcome to Wake Up CEO. I am Rachel L. Gary, and this is your weekly wake-up call where I have candid conversations with CEOs. That's the one that is clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and owned in their directions to be the CEO of your life. And today's show is about how to refuel without guilt. Oh yeah, we're going to dive in. And today we're diving into something so many of us struggle with: rest without guilt. As leaders, parents, and professionals and dreamers, because we all dreaming to have the best version of our lives, we often feel like if we stop, we'll fall behind. But here's the truth, CEOs. You can't pour from an empty cup. And today we're going to talk about when you learn to refuel without guilt, you unlock your peace, productivity, and purpose all at once. That's what we as CEOs, and you know what we do on Wake Up CEO, guys. We don't sit back and we don't wait for people. Everybody comes in and they'll get the information. So we're going to dive right in. The power statement of the day is: rest isn't weakness. It's preparation for your next level. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, CEOs. And as you guys jump into the room, let's CEOs answer this question. When was the last time you truly rested? When was that? Because that is important. We got to find out, when is the last time you actually had some sleep? When is the last time you actually had some rest? When is the last time you have felt that someone really cared about what was going on with you? And that includes you, CEO. I want to make sure you are not excluded from that message. You are the main conveyor, the main person who needs to know the message exists. Because at the end of the day, if you've been pouring from an empty cup, how you been refueling? So as you come in, CEOs, let me know, when was the last time you truly were rested? Guys, I ask myself these same questions. So this is not, I'm just talking to people I'm just talking to the CEOs. I'm talking to everybody out there, including Rachel L. Gary. I ask myself these questions before I ever put them out. When is the last time I really got some rest? That's me taking a breath for myself. So last week, I put myself on a schedule. I talked about that a little bit on my show last week. Because if you don't have a schedule to give yourself an opportunity to get some rest, you'll overwork. So I dove a little deep into me, myself, being somebody who, when I got a goal on the horizon, I'm working towards that goal, that I'm so busy involved with the goal that I don't even realize that I haven't gotten any rest. So when I created this show, that was on my mind: how to refuel and not feel guilty about doing it. Taking my rest and being okay with it's all right. And a lot of times we feel we can't. We've been conditioned that we're supposed to be hustle on the grind, so we can get that goal accomplished, so we can make that money we're looking to make, to help the people we want to help. We on the grind all the time. But that's what we're going to talk about, being clear. Because the power of self-care without shame is what we're going to discuss today. Understanding what self-care really is and why it's necessary for your success. And I'm going to get some tips, guys. That's what I do. I got to get some tips so you don't make the same mistakes that I made. And if you are living in these type of environments currently within yourself, hopefully the information that I provide allows you to step away from it and step into who you really want to be. And that's that CEO. Hey there, we got Cherise Sloan in the building of Highly Productive Chicago. I hear she has a new event coming up. Drop that information in the chat. If you guys have not locked in with Cherise Sloan's Highly Productive Chicago, get locked in. She does artist spotlights, promotion, business promotion as well as artist promotion. If you're looking to get your brand out there, if you're looking to get your face out there to be seen by more people, she's the person. Get locked in with Sheree Sloan of Highly Productive Chicago. Thanks, Sheree, for checking in with me. And today's show, once again, guys, is how to refuel without being guilty, without feeling guilty about who you are, what you're doing, and how you've done it. So here we go. We're going to dive into it. So we got to understand what self-care is really. That's what we're talking about. Redefining the meaning of self-care. And self-care isn't selfish. It's strategic. We got to stop treating your recharge like it's a reward. After all week of me hustling 15, 20 hours a day, on Saturday, I'm going to the nail salon. On Saturday, I'm going to go to the smoke shop and relax and have me a cigar. On Saturday, I'm going to go to the barbershop and hang out with my guys. On Saturday, how many times have you guys heard what I just said? How many times have you heard what I just said? On Saturday, I'm going to do it. And we treat self-care like it's a reward for all of the long hours that we put in. Here comes that cold water moment, CEOs. We have to stop treating recharge like it's a reward, because it's not. We got to schedule it like it's a meeting. Schedule it like it's a part of our life. Schedule it like it means your life. Because it really does. Stress is one of the number one killers in the society. High blood pressure doesn't just come from food, it comes from stress. Lack of sleep, lack of rest, lack of relaxation. So if we're not treating our recharge as important as the hustle, we're leaving ourselves open for disease to take over our bodies. I want y'all to hear this. That stops the hustle. So if you are saying that if I got to make one more call, I got to get one more person to buy, I got to do this one more thing at work, and then all of a sudden you fall sick, who does it then? So that's why I want y'all to take that in. Because once you take that in, you'll really realize that you need to take care of you, because take care of you is what allows you to find success. So hold on. We got some people in the chat. I want to thank you for coming in. We got Ari of Ari's Creations in the building. Guys, get locked in with the Queen of Cuisine if you are not already. I hear she got some, hold on. She got some, get ready for the holidays. Ari Amazing Creations is excited to present our Thanksgiving catering menu. Don't forget, the last day to place your order is the 19th. Ooh. Y'all better get to it, guys. Right now, get locked in with Ari, and you can text her at 773-482-0535 or DM her on Facebook and get locked in and get those creations. She has an option for $200 for a whole baked turkey with all the fixes, or she has for $130 a half a turkey with all the trimmings. It sounds like if you don't want to cook, you got somebody going to cook for you. And as I said, this is the Queen of Cuisine in the building. Get locked in. And she says, on Saturday is so strong. I know it's right, Ari. How many times have we said it? We sit back and we say, I'm a catch up on some sleep on Saturday. Do you know you can't catch up on no sleep? It's 168 hours in a week. If you are working, catch this. We had 168 hours in our week, and we spend 80 to 100 of them awake, working, hustling, and we give ourselves 8 hours to 16 hours on the weekend to rejuvenate. Do you hear the imbalance in that? The imbalance in that is what causes you to get weary, feel tired. Your brain, you have brain fog. All of those things play a part. So resting isn't a reward. Resting is a necessity. And we're going to just talk about resting and self-care. We're going to really dive into why self-care is so important. So we got Letitia in the building. Thank you, Letitia, for joining me. She says, good evening. I appreciate you for joining me today. Haven't seen you in a while. That's all right. I know I'm going to see you in the next 4 weeks in season 3 of CEO Mastermind. So thank you for joining me right now on Wake Up CEO. I want you guys to think. So ladies, as you guys enter the chat, when was the last time you really, truly rested? So if you guys are dropping the chat, let me know. When is the last time you truly gave yourself an opportunity to take a break, step away, and let your mind relax and let your body rejuvenate? Allow yourself an opportunity to have focused time on you, focused time on your endeavor, focused time. Because you have to recognize when you're running on empty, when your body is fatigued. I have a thing, when I am tired, I cannot formulate words. I have a hard time, and I'm very articulate. When I get tired, I'm searching for words. I stutter more because I'm searching for words. So I caught myself a couple of weeks ago. Hey guys, I told you last week, I was telling you, I speak from truth. I speak from a place of honesty. I speak from a place of being who I say I'm going to be. I'm so busy on the 13-month hustle for my next book, Freedom Has GPS. I was up late at night creating my list. I was up late night creating all my stuff for my outreach. I was up late night having meetings, talking to individuals who are going to be on my team to help me move this train forward. But I wasn't taking the time to rejuvenate my mind. My wife asked me a question and I couldn't even remember the answer. This is what you do to your body when you don't give yourself an opportunity to relax. Opportunities to relax. So we got the Queen of Christine. She checked in. She says, I take mental health times, not days, during my busy season. Say it again, Ari. She says, because I began to get anxiety trying to get scheduled time. That's fair. But when you are taking opportunity for you, have you ever felt like, man, I haven't done enough to take the break? Because that's something that we're plagued with. That we're like, hey, I didn't accomplish it yet. I still got stuff to do. Like, I put myself on that I'm going to do 25 outreach a day. Now, let me give y'all a little insight on my day to day thus far. And we only at 322. We're gonna keep that all in perspective. Today, I worked out early this morning, did all my morning rituals. We just said my meditation, my affirmations and all that. Then I had a meeting with one of my mentees and her team. Then I had a meeting with another one of my mentees and listening to his training. Then I walked in here. Oh, sorry, my apologies. And I went by the Airbnb to take a look at it. I had some things I had to do over there. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. By the time noon hit, I had done 4 tasks. And don't forget, I'm still driving for my marketing dollars. So in the midst of all of that happened today. And I still have 25 outreach that I tasked myself with for the day. Because remember, guys, I do one thing that's going to move my business forward every day. One thing. And that's the one thing that moves my business forward today. Now, was it important for me to meet with my mentee's team? Yes. Was it important for me to have a conversation with my mentee about his sales pitch? Yes. But do those 2 activities move my current goal forward? And that's the question I ask myself. And I say all this to say, when you recognize that you're running on empty. Now, because I get rest, so I go to bed I'm gonna go to bed at 10 o'clock. No matter what, I'm going to bed at 10. I probably go to sleep about 11ish. Because I talk to my wife, we recap the day. We talk, we have moments where we're just sitting and we're just chilling, doing nothing but us. So at 11:30, 12, I'll say about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'm gonna be asleep. But at 5 o'clock, I'm getting right back up. So that's 5 hours a day out of a 24-hour day. So that means I'm up 19 hours every single day. Now, for me, 5 hours is a lot of sleep. Because normally I used to only sleep like 4 hours. When I had a full-time job, I was working 14 to 16 hours, coming in my door at 19 hours, then having to do all my things around my house. So I was going to bed like 1 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I'm doing a far cry better, but not where I need to be to have true self-care. So we had Ari checked in again. I stopped thinking that I remember that there are 24 hours in a day. 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for work, and 8 hours to play on my business. Come on now. You got to clock in with you. Clock in with what is going to move you forward. Move your business forward. Move your goals forward. Absolutely. Love that. So, but when you feel like you're running on empty, this is my tip. Pay attention to your energy like it's your bank account. Your energy, the energy you have, the energy you put into something is how you put the money in your bank. If your energy levels are low or you're having a hard time keeping energy, resting your mind, and rest in your body allows you to rejuvenate that so you can put more money in the bank. So you got to treat your energy like it's your bank account, because it is. So you have to do a daily peace check. Instead of having your paycheck, we're going to do a peace check. You had to ask yourself, what's draining me and what's fueling me? Here we go, guys. We got to go on this ride. What is it that's in my life that's fueling me and draining me? Because this is where we get into that real self-care. Because it's not, as I remember, I started in the beginning, it's not that just getting some sleep. It's giving your energy an opportunity to reset. It's giving your energy an opportunity to rejuvenate. It's giving your energy a place to have peace. So here goes the audit, man. We got to talk about it. We have to release the guilt of stillness. It's okay to be okay with taking a moment for you and being quiet. So let me chime in a little bit. So if anybody out who's listening, meditate. I'm a meditator myself, or praise. When you're asking God, but you're just listening. Because in your prayers, you have to let opportunity for you to get answers. That's the moment of peace. Taking in the breath, exhaling things that don't serve you, inhaling time, exhaling for your space, inhaling your greatness, exhaling things that don't serve you. When you take a moment of stillness and quietness, it allows you to live closer in your purpose. It allows your mind a time to receive as opposed to always trying to put out output. We have to stay focused on how we are showing up for us, because this is how we refuel without being guilty. I don't feel guilty about getting rest. Neither should you. It's okay to rest. And I'm going to say something that someone tells me often. It's okay not to be okay. You have to recognize when you don't feel okay and take the time for you to be okay. But how do we do that? Taking the moments to realize and checking in with you. Taking a moment out of all of the running around to stay locked in with you. Because if you stay locked in with you, then you're able to grow you. Say that again. Say it again. We're with ourselves 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But are we listening to our bodies? Are we looking at how things are, how our bodies are functioning, how our minds are working? Are we watching our environment and making sure it's conducive with the life in which we want to lead? This is how you refuel, guys. You refuel by taking the time to check those things out. It's a check and balance. Your check and balance. But I say it this way, guys. The only way you can be truly comfortable with actually refueling is understanding that when things are not fueling you, when you're feeling sluggish, that's about you getting clear with you, getting clear with your body, getting clear with your mind, getting clear and more in tune with you. I'm not saying get in tune with anybody else or be refueling other people. This is about refueling you. Because the more you refuel you, you can't pour from a cup that's empty. You can pour into a cup and it overflows. Hear that again. You can pour into a cup and it overflows. So the more energy you put into you, the more goodness you put into you, the more refueling you put into you, it'll be so much of it that you overflowing with things that you can share with other people. I'm going to step away from the mic on that. Because that is what we need to put in our minds. But if you can't pour from a cup that's empty, that's when you done gave your last money, your last piece of energy, your last time, your last conversation. You can pour all you want. There's not another drop coming out. That's one more drop of space, one more drop of empathy, one more drop of sympathy. So how you refuel you allows you for how you show up for you and to the people that you want to show up for. Show up full, rejuvenated, ready. So Ari checks in. I was working 2 full-time jobs, 3 side businesses, social life, and a relationship at the time. I was burning a candle at both ends, and I really was knocked down with kidney stones to take time and just take moments. That's what happens to our body. I appreciate you sharing with us, Ari. Because that's what happens when you don't take care of you. Your body is going to shut down. Your body needs the rest and rejuvenation. We're not meant to work we're not meant to work all day, every day. Have you heard about great minds take naps? Steve Jobs used to take a nap. Warren Buffett take a nap. Mark Zuckerberg taking a nap. Jay-Z taking a nap. Kanye taking naps. They're taking naps to rejuvenate their brain so they can be brilliant in the next endeavor. But a nap is necessary. It's a requirement. I don't know about where we hear all this stuff on social media, and we've heard all this stuff. Hustle, you hustle all day, you hustle all night. But that's not how the millionaires are made. Yeah, the millionaires weren't made off of a hustle. That ain't what happened. Steve Jobs became wealthy thinking, sitting somewhere thinking. He went to a lot of conferences. He worked with a lot of people. Then all of a sudden, he came up with parts for the iPhone from Sony, from Motorola, from Samsung. It's funny. The highest price phone isn't even the best phone. Samsung has better cameras. The original iPhone, all of those components in the original iPhone, look them up. Please, guys, I tell you, don't take my word for it. They all are from other products, other manufacturers. But he was in a mastermind with them. So it's not that he stole. He borrowed an idea, took this component, came up with the iPhone. I know some people are so happy about that. They love their iPhone. While we watching the iPhone, he was taking a nap, relaxing to figure out the next product. I'm saying this so you understand this part. So Iris chimes in. She said, "I heard you need 7 streams of income to be on a level. It doesn't say you have to work all 7 streams of income. Guaranteed. I'm a leadership coach. I'm going to give you the streams of income. I'm a leadership coach. I write books. Hashtag Poverty to 6 Figures. New book coming soon. Freedom has GPS. I do coaching and mentorship. I have a TV show. I have a radio show. I do speaking engagements. I do workshops. And I work with school districts. What is my main stream of income? And the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying to Ari's question is I'm just a leadership coach. 7 streams of income. I want you to hear, even though I work for a lot of them, 7 streams of income works around my circle of genius. A lot of people I know have 7 different streams of income, doing 7 different things, and are trying to figure out why they're burned out. My 7 streams of income, remember, I just named them. They all are around one thing, my circle of genius, which is leadership coaching and development. So even the adage of 7 streams of income really means learning your circle of genius and working it 7 different ways, not 7 different avenues. I'm just bringing truth to light. So like we got Steve Edwards checking in. If you guys have not got locked in with Epilepsy Enlightenment, Steve Edwards is a philanthropist who has an organization called Epilepsy Enlightenment, where he teaches epilepsy first aid. Get locked in to help support as he's supporting people in the community. And he has a GoFundMe page. Please drop that link down there if you have not already. The GoFundMe page where you can help epilepsy patients who need transportation because they cannot drive. Legally, you cannot drive if you have epilepsy. My son is an epileptic who has not had seizures lately. However, Illinois law does not allow him to ever have a driver's license unless he gets a doctor release saying he's not having seizures. So for them to get around, they need assistance. And a lot of them can't afford the assistance because and a lot of times people cannot have a full-time job and with epilepsy. So when they need to get to doctors because keep this in mind, there is transportation out there. I want to say it for the record. Transportation exists to the doctor, to the grocery store. But to other things in their life, they can't get to it. And even though Uber and Lyft is reasonably priced, some people can't afford the price. So please go ahead, take opportunity. Steve dropped that link down there for me for that GoFundMe page. And the GoFundMe is all for epilepsy helping individuals, as I said, with transportation and with medicines that they cannot currently afford. He does awesome work as a philanthropist and founder of Epilepsy Enlightenment. So get locked in. And he says life. I know that's right, Steve. I know that's right. But as we were as we were talking about 7 streams of income, what that look like? Some of those streams of income should be residual. They should be something that you do not have to work for. Most of them should. In one of my courses I offer an on-demand course where I recorded those videos that have a lot of the information from the book, but expound on some of those things and help you with more tips. That is a form of my coaching program. If you can't afford my full coaching program, that it gives you a lot of the same components, but allows you to work on your speed and your time. And that's residual. But that's still one of my 7 streams of income. One more time. I want to say this. Are y'all ready for it? It's income I don't have to work for anymore. I did the work in the beginning. So it's really understanding how to maximize your gift differently. Like Ari cooks. So Ari cooks. So all right, I'm gonna give you 7 streams of income with your cooking real quick. And you might be doing them already, but I'm gonna hit you. So Ari does, she cooks. She could set up meal planning where she gives you guys meal planning tips. I'm gonna give her a couple of these streams of income, but some of these are gonna be something she only had to do one time. She creates a show where she gives you guys cooking tips. She coaches other people on how to cook the best version of this cuisine. She also can have shopping lists of that you can go get these ingredients, where she has a place where she can get fresher ingredients from, where you can get chef style ingredients at a low price. I'm going through streams of income that she can just do while she's cooking. She can do a chef show where you guys cook with her. She's already got the catering connections where she's selling dinners. But I got a question. This is not pouring shade on. I love the hustle. How many dinners are we going to be able to cook? It limits the potential of your business when you're doing the work. So that's where she made mention that you don't have to physically do the work for all 7 streams. She could partner with a catering service where she offers a signature dish to them and they pay her. She can do some frozen meal prep where she does it all in one day. And then she sells those meal preps to people so they don't have to cook. Guys, these are all in your own thing. Here she goes. She dropping it down. Meal prep, meal planning tips, cooking tips, recipe book, shopping list, budget shopping list. Yes. She said, educate me. Now, this is all 7 streams that comes from her one cooking. Guys, this is what I do in my spare time. I can look at any business that quick, and come up with something to help you find some success and make some money. It's my gift. I work in my circle of genius. And when you work in your circle of genius, it doesn't feel so much like work. But when you're doing a lot of work, when you're doing a lot of work, it's what bogs your brain down. It doesn't fuel your body. So for guys, if you are watching this live on Facebook or YouTube, you can go to the GoFundMe page. And please, if you guys are listening to this on the air, go to my social media platforms and you will see the link to the GoFundMe page for Epilepsy Enlightenment. We got my lovely wife checking in. Hello there, beautiful. She says, hello, CEOs. Guys, I was going to say, we got to get locked in. So Ari says, hey, Rachel L. Gary, you cold. I appreciate you, Ari. I appreciate you. But that's what it's about at the end of the day. I can do that with anything. Like artists. Like a lot of artists, they have their music. And they want to get paid for their music. You can do a jingle. There are a lot of commercials out here that look for good jingles. Because you don't always have to be the person in front of the camera. You can be a writer. Because the first thing that people think when they think about being artists, they want to sell merchandise. But to sell merchandise, people got to know who you are. So there's more money made behind the scenes than in front of the scenes of 99.9% of the businesses. But as I said, you can do a mentorship. You can teach other people how to do art. I mean, to rap, to write, especially if you're a writer, if you're an artist that has dope lyrics. If you have dope lyrics, there are many artists who can rap but can't write. You partner. I'll give you the lyrics. You cut me a check. How many people out here making beats? The people making beats make money because they just make the beats. They're not even on the camera. They don't have to put up no music video. They pay before you make a dime. I just saying. Now, I'm not saying, I want to say this. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the professions in which you have, but this is how you make that profession multiple streams of income, and you don't make it where it's one stream of income that you're hustling for. You can love your passion. Your passion is that you want to rap, but you find the other avenues that allow you to rap and not feel stressed along the way. This is how you refuel your body without feeling guilty. You set yourself up to not have to be burned out. And that's what we're doing on Wake Up CEO. We talking about it. So we're going to jump into this King's Affirmation by Aniko. I want y'all to get locked in and stay locked in right here on Wake Up CEO on My Radio Chicago, where you can support district radio, because we already know it is more than radio. And that's the King's Affirmation.
There's a new TV network on the scene.
I'ma walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership, that's every choice. I don't fold, I find my voice. Every win, that's earned, not luck. Every no, just fuel I tuck. I'm not here to break or blend. I break the mold and set new trends. Mindset strong like steel and gold. My silence ball, what lies don't hold.
Finding sanity.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
Assessment is an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. Assessment is an
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charged $150 and like 4
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on. So did build up.
All right. And welcome back to Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary. And you know what we in here talking about today. We is all locked in to how to refuel without guilt. We're not sitting around here being guilty about growing and developing and being the best versions of us. We're sitting around here figuring out how to grow, how to develop, and how to be the best versions of us each and every day. So now we're going to jump into that empowerment piece on how to refuel your energy and elevate your flow. That's what we got to jump into, because learning to protect your peace while staying productive. That's what we're going to talk about. So those 7 streams of income that we were talking about, we're going to talk about how to protect your peace and still get that stuff done. Give yourself permission to pause. So you're allowed to rest without apology. So give yourself permission to, when you're tired, when you're not feeling your best, to pause. It's okay to grow. This is growth. Pausing is a sign of strength, not weakness. It is weak to feel that you're going to tire your mind out. It's weak to feel that you have to move forward because someone says you must. It's weak-minded. That's what I mean by weak. It's strength in knowing your limits. It's strength with setting your boundaries. There's strength with being who you are. That's the CEO. That's you. Absolutely, that's you. So you're going to take mental breaks that reset your clarity. Use 10-minute resets every 2 hours. Stretch, breathe, step outside. I do this, guys. I'm not talking to you about nothing I don't do myself. So when I'm driving, if I'm driving around, I give myself, I'm going to take a bathroom break. Take 10 minutes. I walk around, get my steps in. Relax my mind. I meditate twice a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the middle of the day, to bring myself back to focus. But the only way you can do that is when you give yourself permission to do so. Take a breath. Take a deep breath from me, CEOs. Take a deep breath right now. Y'all take a breath. Deep breath. Don't think nothing. Take a deep breath. Then exhale. It feels good, doesn't it? You ain't got to admit it. But if you guys took a deep breath and it felt good to you, drop that in the chat. Because that's what it's about. Feeling good about giving yourself an opportunity to breathe. God gave us the air to breathe. Why are we not breathing? Instead, we hold our breath on an everyday basis. Holding our breath, waiting for something to happen. Holding our breath because we don't have enough of A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. Man, I swear, I feel that if the air fills my brains, I'll be ready to move. And refueling through joy. Energy returns when you connect it to what you love. If you're a person I'm a person who loves to, I love to write. I love when I figure out things. When I love to do something, I tie my energetic moment to that thing I love. Like I'm not an art person. I can't paint. I can't draw. But I love having the conversations I have with you guys. when I have the opportunity to talk to you guys, when I have the opportunity to meet with somebody and see a light go off because I gave them a piece of information that helped them find success, I promise you I don't feel like I'm working. I didn't feel like I was working when I was talking to my mentee early, my mentee and her team. I didn't feel like that I was working when I was talking to the mentee about his sales presentation, because that's what I love to do. Take the breath, and what you love, pour into that, and then that pours into you. So we got one of my favorite people in the chat. What? So we got Shay from Higher Levels. If you guys have not locked in with Shartavia Gill, she has a book. Shay, drop that book link in the 16. I gotta bring my book in here so I can remember the name of this book. I crack myself up every time. It's come on, Shay. This is bad business, guys. I'm promise I'm gonna put that book on my desk so I can, because I'm reading the book currently. So the book itself is about the things that the foods we eat and the things that we can help, the natural things that are in the earth that we can use to heal our bodies. So it talks about our kidneys, our vascular system. I mean, all kinds of things. My son has one of my sons has a kidney issue, and we were looking in the book for natural remedies, holistic medicines, and making sure that at the end of the day that we don't get used to the medication that is put into our bodies to poison us, but things that will help us. So the voodoo, I know. So Shay says, I love what you're doing for the culture. Woosah, absolutely. Then she says, voodoo, this is your shine queen. I love you. Absolutely. Love Shay. Still put your book down there, Shay, because at the end of the day, we need to make sure that if there's information out there that will help us grow, that everyone gets it. And today I'm going to be talking about another book, Sacred Seeds of Wisdom. Guys, y'all going to get locked into that in the next 5 minutes. We're going to be on the author's corner where we're going to talk about that. But at the end of the day, it's about taking in the medication, the things that will help you refuel. That's what we're talking about. How to refuel without being guilty. So I happened to be in the studio with the most phenomenal show that Shay was having with Jeff Relaford. I had the pleasure that I'm going to be on Jeff's show right after this. I'm going to be on his show. And it was the whole premise was just about the medical system and the business of medicine. And it wasn't more so about the business of medicine that was so inviting to the conversation. It was the fact of the information that was being given to have you combat the things that are happening in the medical system. Because a lot of times we don't want to stand up for things that are taking place. We want to complain, but we don't want to stand up. So for me, when I'm saying that I'm refueling without guilt, it means I'm refueling my mind, refueling my body, so I can be a warrior for growth. I want y'all to put that into context. I'm a warrior for growth. So when I'm talking on Wake Up CEO, I want you guys to have the opportunity to have bank account balances that allow you to make decisions based on your well-being and not fear. I want you guys to hear that again. With money, you're able to make decisions based on your well-being as opposed to your fear. You will go somewhere and get some medication because you can't afford what you need to actually depurify your system. I've heard people say a couple of times that Whole Food is expensive. I live down the street from Whole Foods. I remember there was a Whole Foods on 63rd and Halsted. Whole Foods left the neighborhood because people were not shopping in Whole Foods because their food was expensive. Now, I'm not here to say that they couldn't have lowered their prices. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm speaking about is people that could afford to buy, bought. People who saw value in their health, bought. I want you to hear me. People who see value in their health, bought. Because believe me, we're not in an impoverished area where we cannot buy food for ourselves. Seeds, grains, the food that we really should be eating anyway, we can grow ourselves. This is about refueling without guilt. They were having a whole conversation about a cheeseburger. And it was so funny. Because we're going to go get the cheeseburger because it tastes good. But we're not going to eat the oats that will make us feel good. Take a second on that, CEOs. Take a second on that. We're not going to put in the time that's going to help us grow. But we're going to complain about not having growth. So, CEOs, you got to say to yourself, what is the most important for me? If I'm refueling without guilt, that means I'm refueling my mind to let go of the negativity within it that keeps me from moving forward. I'm refueling my body by making sure that I put more into it that is wholesome for it, which means sometimes you have to get the knowledge of what's wholesome for it. Check out her book. Dave, you don't drop that book in the chat. Drop that book down there for me. So it's funny when she was on the air, I was dropping her book down there in the chat for her. But I want her to drop her own book in the chat right now because I don't have it on my phone. But at the end of the day, we need resources that help us find success to refuel accordingly. So like when I was telling Ari a few minutes ago about the 7 streams of income, holistic foods are a part of her realm. There's so many people who are eating veggies or eating the meat substitutes that have things in them that are more harmful than the meat itself. Guys, it's just learning. It's just learning. That's why we're refueling our minds. So we can refuel and understand that, yes, you can make a change and make a difference. There's that book. There's that book. There's that book. 16 secrets to self-actualization. I had practice, Shay. She said, "Oh, I love you, sister. You're teaching them right." That's what it is. Grab her book. I guarantee you that there's information in there for any disease that you have been diagnosed with. We're gonna bring Shay on the show. She was on the show before, but we're gonna bring her on the show where we're just gonna have her talk about the medical of that things are within that book. As I said, I currently am reading it. It's on my wife's side of the bed where we're reading sections of it. We're talking about foods that we want to grow and partnering with other people who are because in your neighborhoods and a lot of our neighborhoods you have gardens. So you have neighborhood gardens. In the neighborhood gardens, you rent a plot of land and you can grow your foods there and then harvest them at the end. If it depends on what area you're in. I know of several of them around the Chicagoland area. Actually, my building is down the street from one. It's one right on the corner from where my buildings are. And they rent out plots and allow you to grow your food there. And then when it's time to harvest it, you harvest it and then you have fresh food that you grew. So you know where that food came from. You don't think you know where that food came from. You know where that food came from. It came from the seed that you planted, you watered, because you have to go down there and take care of it. They're not there to take care of it. You rent your little space and you grow your food. For us to refuel, we got to refuel our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. That's why we're at the empowerment piece. And where I was saying we have to refuel through joy. We have to start with loving ourselves enough. Loving ourselves enough to make sure that you are refueling your mind, giving your body what it needs. That's what it's about, CEOs. And you're going to do all of that without being guilty. Refueling your mind, giving yourself information that allows the rest of you to be successful. When you eat better, you think better. Hey, I'm on a workout kick, guys. I'm going to show y'all going to be seeing Author's Hustle any day now. I'm doing a vlog of my hustle to 10,000, chasing 10,000 pre-sales of my third book, Freedom Has GPS, and I'm working out every day because I didn't let it all get away from me. Now that guys, I told you I was in a car accident and now I feel better, but that's no excuse. The car accident wasn't an excuse. It was a symptom of situations. So I have removed the excuse and I started moving. Because you know my saying, up, out, and moving. You know, if I'm not up, out, and moving, who am I to talk to somebody else about being up and out and moving? And Shay says, you're dropping them gems. She's literally putting you all onto the amazing investment opportunity right now. Invest in you. I appreciate that. You have to invest in you. If you're looking for growth, you have to invest in you. The book is not expensive. The book isn't even inexpensive. If the book was $100 book, it's worth every bit of the $100. The book is $25. See, in this book, she's not just telling you, okay, get this seed, plant this seed, and this will do this. She gives you a breakdown of that system in layman's terms, so we all understand, because she is, almost Dr. Gill. So when you're almost Dr. Gill, you know what I'm saying? You could speak on a level of medical terms, but she did not. She stayed very relatable in the book and made it where, as in you could understand what system this vegetable or this herb helps. She talked about garlic, cloves, guys, just regular everyday foods that we did not know have superpowers in our bodies. Guys, I can talk about this all day. I'm going to tell you honestly, because I am very, very in tune with being the best version of me. And being the best version of me means no more cupcakes. It means no more Little Debbie's. I'm taking my deep breath because I know a lot of people going to feel what I say. No more Pepsis. No more chips. No more red meat, no more brown meat, no more white meat, it's no more a lot of things. Because I'm trying to get my body right and my mind right so we keep our finances right. Because without health, there's no wealth. That I went on my whole tangent just to get to that point, guys. Without health, there's no wealth. So we're going to jump in. So first, before we jump into that, we're going to get into the winner's creed. And I want you guys to stay locked in. And so we can jump into the author's corner where we're going to be talking about Sacred Seeds of Wisdom. Woo! By Dr. Carolyn Stephens. We're going to jump into that in a couple of moments. So we're going to get to winner's creed.
There's a new TV network on the scene.
I'ma walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership, that's every choice. I don't fold, I found my voice. Every win, that's earned, not luck. Every no, just fuel I tuck. I'm not here to break or blend. I break the mold and set new trends. Mindset strong like steel and gold. My silence ball, what lasts won't hold.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and like 4 days.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Mastermind. All right, and welcome back to Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary, and this is my radio, Chicago. Guys, support District Radio because we already know it's more than radio. So we're about to jump into the Author's Corner that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where your literary excellence is celebrated and rewarded. Whoa. Let's take a second there. My book, with an S, won a literary award. I was so honored that Distinguished Authors Guild saw my books, saw the value that was within my books, and now I am an award-winning author of #Poverty to Six Figures, as well as Forest and Fire. So if you guys have a book, get your book locked in. Next year, 2026, I will be in it again. But at the end of the day, you want to get your books out there and start winning. You wrote your literary arts because you wanted other people to see and find themselves in your stories, whether that is fiction, nonfiction. I just currently personally only write self-help books that involve helping people find mental, physical, and cha-ching financial success. So stay locked in. So today, the book that is featured on the Author's Corner is Sacred Seeds of Wisdom by Dr. Carolyn Stephens. She's the compiling author. It is an anthology with, I believe, I'm going to mess it up, I think it's 13 different authors. Guys, if you don't get locked in with this book. So I own this book, guys. This book is in my house. I have read it. I've heard some amazing stories that women decided to share information about their lives, their thoughts, their journeys, to help another individual find success. And these were my 3 key takeaways. Wisdom and self-care. So each woman's story is a reminder that healing begins when we listen to ourselves first. And I think that is huge that we start talking about listening to ourselves, because listening to ourselves allows us to find growth within ourselves. The second thing was strength requires stillness. Growth comes not from constant motion, but from moments of reflection and realignment. And each of the women in Sacred Seeds of Wisdom is telling the story from their perspective of what happened in their lives to empower other women in their situations, to allow them to get past destruction, get past individuals pushing them down, holding them down mentally. But ultimately, they realized in a lot of these stories that they were the ones holding them down. They were the ones allowing themselves to be in a situation. And when they decided to take stock and take charge of their lives, they were able to move on. Awesome part of the book. And the third thing was authenticity is energy. When you show up as your true self, you draw in peace, power, and purpose. Those were my takeaways from Sacred Seeds of Wisdom, because sacred rest plants the seeds of future growth. So, man, guys, I was locked in. So you guys got to get locked into that book. I'll drop the link in the chat. Great stories, great moments of empowerment, great moments of true, authentic conversation, and where they were bearing their souls of the things they had went through. And I felt empowered reading it, because for them to write it meant that they had opportunity to live through it, get past it, and now was sharing it so someone else could do the same. Awesome book. So we have Amina checking in with us. She said, congratulations, such a great inspiration and brilliant motivational coach. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you guys are not aware of Miss Mina, the Brown Diva, she is right here on my radio in Chicago on Fridays in the same time spot from 3 to 5, the afternoon rendezvous. You guys can get locked into her show as well. Also, she has a business, Ms. Media. Guys, let me tell you a little bit about media. I mean media as in you can be highlighted. Your business can be boosted. Your business can be showcased, not just here at my radio Chicago, but on her plethora of media connections that she has, where she can take your business to where she puts butts in your seats, people in your showrooms, where you can start hearing that what? Cha-ching, ching. That's what it's about. We're about at the end of the day. We got to stay locked in. So get locked in with Miss Media. You can go to social media. If you're still there, Mina, drop in the chat your details so people can get locked in. So if you guys hadn't seen thus far, that at the end of the day, you had an opportunity to do what is necessary to make sure success is an option for you. So I don't know. I think to myself a lot of times that we got to get locked into how we are, how we grow, and all of those good things, and just stay focused on what we're doing and how we're going to move forward in the direction of giving ourselves an opportunity to refuel through situations and not feel guilty because we are refueling. Take a nap, God darn it. It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to take a moment for you. It's okay to close your door and tell your kids, guys, I need 20 minutes to myself. It's okay to, on your lunch break, not get on the phone, but actually take a lunch break where you're just taking a moment for you. It's all right. So if you guys want to get locked into the Miss Mina, so here you go, Miss Media Brown Diva, Fleet DJ's assistant manager, CEO of Miss Media, where you get locked in with her is at 773-886-7756, or you can drop her email at missminamedia@gmail.com. Also, you can go to her website, missminamedia.com. That Miss is with an MZ, guys. So it's MZMINAH media.com. Get locked in with Miss Mina, the Brown Diva. Guys, I'm telling you, she got awesome things going on, awesome things coming your way. You guys gonna see her on the Author's Hustle. She gonna be running with me for 13 months. Her and her team, we had a meeting. We gonna be making it happen, and I'm gonna be so honored and grateful because she's in my corner. Her and her team are here to support, here to help me make a dream a reality. Getting the book into the hands of individuals so they can find success is paramount. This is not a vanity move. This is I want to actually provide people with substance that allows them to grow financially and to understand that financial struggles do not exist. We have the ability to get past them one day, one action, one moment at a time. So how do we get to freedom? Take the path. That's why freedom has GPS. So we got Shay who locked in. She said, Rachel is so supportive of everyone and is always uplifting the person to the left, right, and in front of her. This is why she and her beautiful family stay blessed. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Shay. Because to me, me winning comes with other people winning. My success becomes other people's success. Their success becomes my success when you're interconnected and you care about people's growth. I legitimately care about people growing. My CEO mastermind has people in it that all I care about their growth. I create processes. I create templates. I sit up at 1 o'clock in the morning creating things just for their success. Things that I used in my career, I recreated them so they can have those tools. When you want someone else's success, they have to want it too, go. I want to say that. I'm not a coach that wants their success more than they do. You got to want your success more than I want it, but you got to match my energy at least. Match my energy. And I'm going to bring some energy. I'm going to bring that energy because I want your growth. I want us to win. As I said, I want you guys to work from a place of not fear. I want you to work from a place of having instead of wanting. Having instead of wanting. I don't want to think about having money. I want the money to be there for when things happen. People say that I talk about money. Absolutely. I talk about money in the mornings. I talk about money in the afternoons. I talk about money in the evenings. I talk about money at night. Because with more money, I'm able to help more people. Because I'm a good steward of money. Say that again. And I'm going to toot my own horn for that. I'm a good steward of money. And being a good steward means that I'm going to help. I'm going to help my brother. I'm going to help my sister. I'm going to help my cousins. I'm going to help all the people who need assistance. I didn't say I was giving away money, but I'm giving away ways to make money. The knowledge I have that I've utilized for the last 20 years, I'm right here right now on Wake Up CEO, giving parts of it away. I just gave Ari 7 ways to use her same business to make money today. If Ari replays what I said and writes all those things down, even if she uses her friend chat to get the background information on it, she can make 7 streams of income from Ari's amazing creations today and work each one of them separately. I'm here to give the information that will help you find success. But on the same token, we have to be accountable to that success. So that's why I want y'all to refuel your minds, your bodies, and your spirits so you can be able to move forward with discernment towards your best version of you. So now let's jump into that ownership piece of the day. So being okay with refueling without guilt. That's what we want you to. We want you to be all right. Take stock, because you cannot lead the world if you're not leading your wellness, mental, physical, and spiritual. If you're not leading you well, how can you help someone else? I just talked about that, about why I said I'm working out. Because I'm going to be 50 next year. Well, let me look at how many days, guys. I'm going to tell y'all honestly how many days. I got it on my phone, how many days before I'm 50. I didn't nail this down. So 118 days, I'll be 50. So in 118 days, I'll be 50. So things that I could eat when I was in my 20s, in your 50s, your body processes it differently. But I want to keep this part in mind. The stuff that I ate in my 20s, 30s, and 40s is going to catch up with me in my 50s. But I still got a chance to reverse. I didn't eat really bad in the first place. That's to be very transparent with everybody. I wasn't a bad eater in the first place. So I do, if it wasn't, tell people if it wasn't for the cake and cookies, I wouldn't even have a problem. But me and them cake and cookies, the cookies really, the cake, I don't even eat cake anymore. I got to tell you, I'll tell y'all a quick brief story about me eating a piece of cake and almost died. But I ate a piece of cake, but it goes to that stuff don't need to be in your body. That's why I felt the way I felt after eating it. So I ate this piece of cake And legitimately, I was laid on the floor. Legitimately, I mean, my stomach hurt, my head hurt, all from a piece of sugar-free cake. But I want to talk about the sugar-free. Shay talked a lot about it on a show recently. And when she has her own show, she has her higher levels of Shay. She also is on Rejoice Radio. And when she was talking about it, about how the brain processes and how we need sugar, but how it processes artificial sugar, man, that will blow your mind. Man, it will blow your mind. I want y'all to get locked in. Listen to that episode, because you'll learn a whole lot about things that we put in our body that society says are sugar free, or society says are good for you. And even the food pyramid was set up to fit. Guys, just go ahead and get locked into that one day. Take an opportunity to listen to her. Because I'm a firm believer, without health, there's no wealth. And I'm working on my health so I can utilize my wealth properly. Hey, I want to leave my kids a legacy, but I don't want to leave them a legacy today. So that's about why we were refueling. And we got to prioritize our power source. We're going to prioritize it. Ownership means acknowledging that your peace fuels your performance. I'm going to sit back in the chair on that one, because my peace, your peace, when you have peace of mind, have you noticed how at ease your body is? Have you noticed when you're stressed, how tense your muscle feels? When you're afraid, how your heart beats? But when you're at peace or at rest, you're still, your body feels at ease. Why do you think that is? Because you're not overworking your mind. You're just peace. Like when I hold my hand out, it doesn't shake. There's a lot of people who hold your hand out and do it. Get upset with something. When you're upset with something, hold your hand out. It's shaking. That's that's when your body isn't at ease. So if you're at peace and it fuels your performance, you got to put yourself on your own to-do list. We have these long lists of things that I'm gonna get this done, 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 this done. But the first thing on your list is not you. The middle thing on your list is not you. The last thing on your list is still not you. So on your to-do list, make sure you are a priority. Remember, guys, on Wake Up CEO, I don't believe in priorities with IES on the end. I don't believe in it. Because you can't have multiple priorities. And I'm going to give you the why real quick. You can't have multiple priorities, because when you have multiple things that are urgently important and something takes place, you don't know which one of those things to do. When your one priority is peace, for me, it's peace. My number one priority is to live my life with peace, which means that if a situation is interrupting my peace, I will separate myself. My number one priority is peace. Now, my family is my priority, yes. My well-being is my priority, yes. My mentees are a priority for me, yes. Let me rephrase. They're all important. But the number one priority in my life is peace. If my family is interrupting my peace, I will let them have it, and they know it. If the work that I do is going to interrupt my peace, I will stop. I live my life peaceful because it allows me to have more energy to fuel my missions. So you have to set a non-negotiable for you. You have to act with self-care per day. Every single day. That's why when I started this off, I said that from Monday through Friday, y'all, we're hustling to say Saturday, we're going to go do something. But every day, you are a priority. It is important every single day to step into your greatness. Every single day, it is a priority. And if it's a priority every single day to show up for you, so you can show up for the things that are important. I hope you were catching what I was putting down. I got that from Myron Goldman for people who have heard it before. If you are taking care of you, you can take care of what's important. You can't take care of what's important when you're not taking care of yourself. And you got to plan rest like it's revenue. So when you are saying, okay, I got to work Monday, I got to be working at 12 o'clock, or I got to be working 2 o'clock, and I'm working from 2 to 11. All right, when I get home, or 2 to 12, whatever that looks like. When I get home, I'm going to eat, because it depends on what your shift is. I'm going to eat. I'm going to give myself a moment of meditation. I'm going to work out to rejuvenate my body. All of these are you putting yourself first each day. You didn't put the job first. The job is just what you did first. I want to say that. Just because you do something first doesn't mean you put it first. But if you don't put you on your list at all, how you showing up for you? Where's the show up for you part? Because I want to make sure we're showing up for ourselves each and every day. So you have to treat rest as like it's a productivity tool. I'm productive because I got peace. I got a peace budget, guys. I'm being 100 with you. I got a budget. If my peace is disturbed once, I limit my time speaking to you. My peace was disturbed this weekend. I do not, one more time, I do not live in a place of disturbing my peace. Peace is paramount to my success. And if peace is paramount to my success, I got to be peaceful. Yes, 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 and yes. So you got to plan rest. Like we said, we're planning rest like it's revenue. If we're planning rest like it's revenue, we're going to allocate some money to it like it's a bill. Treat rest like it's a bill. Not that bill that you don't pay, but that bill that you know got to be paid, so it don't mess your credit up, or so it makes sure that you got a place to live, so it makes sure you got something to drive. Treat your rest like that. Because when you treat your rest like that, you have the opportunity for it to grow. Did you hear me? I want y'all to lock into that. You can grow because you got rest, relaxation, and peace. It allows you to grow everything else. Here's my quick tip on it. Boundaries teach people how to treat you. This is when you value your energy, others learn to respect it too. If you don't care about your time, if you don't care when you sleep, if you don't care when you're doing something. Today I had a meeting. I love these ladies. I want to say it with a passion. I love these ladies. And we had a meeting. Everyone was on their phone within the meeting for some point in time. I'm running 3 businesses, three full businesses. I have a radio show, a TV show, and 5 kids, 5 grandkids. My phone was on Do Not Disturb the whole time. It's not that I didn't get any calls, guys. When I left the meeting, I had 20 calls. But when you prioritize your peace, There's four people who can get through on my phone, even if it's on do not disturb. My kids and my wife. I informed them all before time that I had a meeting. They already know what that means to me, that if I'm in a meeting, that I am not to be disturbed. If I'm not to be disturbed, it doesn't matter what it's about, unless someone's life is on the line. And any other calls, I can call those people back. Let me tell you where I got that from. Respecting people's time. I'm a person who I respect your time, and I would like my time respected. No, not saying that this is not to say the ladies disrespecting my time. Not at all. Not at all. I was okay with what was taking place. I'm explaining this to you guys. So as business people, you think of the things from this standpoint. If you have a client and you are busy and you're always too busy to talk to them, what do you think your client is going to think? I'll give you guys a minute. And if you're watching this live on Facebook or Instagram, drop that in the chat. What is a client thinking if you're too busy to talk to them? Did you hear me? They're not important. So you got that priority. The priority is you. And you have things that are important. My revenue stream is important. So if I have clients and they make my revenue stream, they're important. So I must hold them to a high regard when I'm with them. I also put a limit on with my clients as well. I set boundaries. So the boundary is I have office hours for all my mentees, which are Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So on those days, you schedule your time and then you and I have a conversation. This is not to say I'm not available the other times, but I allocate the time for them during that time. Let me tell you what it teaches individuals: that I'm not available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 2, it also allows them to set their information, make sure that they have all of their questions or concerns ready on the Thursday call, because it's not a long call. But because I want to make sure that I'm giving assistance, I open up the days. I limit the time frame because I want to make sure that I'm able to get them to focus on their business more so than dumping their business in my lap and wanting me to fix it all. As business people, we have to have moments of discernment. We have to have not just discernment, we have to have moments of decluttering our minds, organizing our business, moving forward in growth, being and having a life that we desire. But all of that takes you having boundaries and teaching other people what those boundaries are. And when you teach other people what those boundaries are, you can say no to what drains you, and you can say yes to what sustains you. I don't want to have conversations about things that are not productive. So when someone is talking to me about information that is not productive to my life or theirs, I usually excuse myself from the conversation, very politely, always. But I have someone who talks to me every single day. I talk to, not every day, we'll say, I speak to them at least 3 to 5 times a week. 3 to 5 times a week, I don't ever hear anything that is not productive in our conversations. We do not talk about, we do not have conversations about random things, random activities, random lives. We only speak about things that are productive and growing our businesses, our brand, or ourselves. So if I can speak to someone 5 to 7, 8 hours a week, and we don't talk about anything but productivity, that means I'm surrounding myself with people who want to speak growth. I want to say it again. I surround myself with those people, and they surround themselves with myself. But you have that's when you are owning how to refuel your mind. And sometimes refueling your mind is all about not allowing it to go empty. Not allowing things to come into your life that make you feel empty. And when things are not going right, you make the choice to move forward in the best way. Because when you make the choice that you're going to move in the best way, then it allows you to free yourself. And on that note, we're going to play Free Myself by Free Soul. Guys, y'all got to get locked in. So when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Leadership 3-Point Play that's powered by Say I'm Possible Academy. I want y'all to stay focused and locked in right here on My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where we already know it is more than radio.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like 4
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on it. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Master.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.
There's a new TV network on the scene.
I will walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership, that's every choice. I don't fold, I find my voice. Every win, that's earned, not luck. Every no, just fuel I tuck. I'm not here to break or blend. I break the mold and set new trends. Mindset strong like steel and gold. My silence ball, what lies don't hold. Let's see a change. Go and look in the mirror and find.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money,
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.
All right, welcome back to my Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary, and today we have been talking about how to refuel without guilt. Man, I know that it has been an awesome show. I had an awesome time talking to some awesome individuals. You CEOs, y'all know who I was talking to. My favorite CEOs out there. Then we had Ari's Creation. She jumped in. We had Sheree Sloan jump in with us. We had Shay Chaltavia Gill jump in with us from Higher Levels with Shay. We had Amina, the Brown Diva, jump in with us. Man, guys, it was an awesome show. There were many others. And if I forgot you, I apologize. Oh, Steve Edwards jumped in with us from Epilepsy Enlightenment. Guys, awesome individuals, awesome show, talking about great things that build and fuel the CEO that is you. Y'all know that's what we do on Wake Up CEO. We only talk about things that grow us, that allow us to glow up, as people say, but at the end of the day, allow us to step into our greatness, because greatness is ours. And I'm about being great. I know you about being great. If you're about being great and I'm about being great, then we is great. But now we're going to jump into that. My favorite part of Wake Up CEO is the leadership 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy. Well, self-leadership gets GPS. Play 1. Know what fuels you. Cannot lead from confusion. 2. Give yourself permission to rest. Play 3. Protect your peace like it's a priority, because the priority is you. That was the leadership 3-point play that was powered by Say I'm Possible Academy. Guys, y'all know this. I'm always sad at the end of the show, because at the end of the show, I'm always thinking, but I say I'm sad and and I'll be rejoicing as well, because that means I had a great conversation with some individuals on Wednesday that allow me to fuel myself, as well as to pour some fuel on other individuals so they can have success in their lives. So today, I hope that I dropped information that shows you how to refuel without being guilty. And let's revisit that real quick. I don't want to leave the show without us going over that one more time about the things that we can do to find our sales success. The tips on clarity were all about self-care, what that means. Being strategic. Recognize when you're running on empty. If you are not in tune with you, you cannot find growth in you. Releasing the guilt of stillness. Just because you are being still, thinking, meditating, and allowing your body to rejuvenate, don't feel guilty. Feel what? Refreshed. Then we talked about being empowered. Permission to pause. Give yourself permission and say it's okay not to be okay, but allowing yourself an opportunity to find success. Refuel through joy, through things that make you happy. Painting, playing. I'm a writer. I write. Those things that allow you to find success in you. You want to allow that to refuel you, to help you rejoice in you moving forward successfully. And reframe rest as readiness. That was a whole piece right there, guys. You missed out. If you don't know how to rebuild your power to lead, because you can't lead from an empty cup. And then lastly, we talked about how to own being okay with refueling. Prioritizing your power source. You want to prioritize being empowered. You want to plan rest like it's revenue. How you get paid is how you rest up. As you rest up, you can be paid. That's the most important piece of what I'm speaking about. Your rest is fuel for your future self. If you rest, relax, grow comes your way, because you are thinking with a clear mind and thinking with clear discernment. Absolutely necessary for growth. Protect your energy like it is equity, because the equity of your energy fuels everything else in your life. So I appreciate you guys once again chiming in with me today and staying locked in with Wake Up CEO on Wednesdays from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on my radio, Chicago. Support District Radio. So go to www.supportdistrictradio.com/stations/Chicago to take me on the go. Because sometimes you cannot watch me live if you're watching me on YouTube, Facebook, or even TikTok. But you can always take me on the go by going to www.supportdistrictradio.com/stations/Chicago, or get that 365 app and go ahead and download My Radio Chicago and check me out every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. where I'm going to be dropping those gems, dropping that information that allows you to find success in your life, because that's what it's about at the end of the day. Each one, teach one. And when you have information that helps another person find success, you go ahead and be about it. And make sure you guys pick up y'all copy of #Poverty to Six Figures. Pick up your copy. This book has gems, has the information on how to take your mindset from being in poverty. Because it's not saying that you don't have the money. It's the mindset of growth. So in this book, I give you actionable steps. Every single chapter is about action. You move in action. You become the individual that you're looking to be able to attain, maintain, and grow wealth. One step, one penny, $1, one business plan at a time. Get locked in. And let's give you my final words of the day. This is about how you can refuel without guilt. You can heal what you can't heal what you keep hustling through. If you keep hustling through pressure, hustling through situations, you cannot heal. To heal you, one more time, to heal, you have to give yourself an opportunity to rejuvenate. Rest is the recharge that prepares you for your next climb. When you give yourself permission to pause, you position yourself to prosper. So breathe, CEO. Refuel without guilt, because your peace is part of your plan. And until next time, right here on My Radio Chicago, Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. CEOs, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You. See you next week right here on My Radio Chicago. Support District Radio.
My questionnaire. The questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way, where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on CEO State of Mind.